Hello and welcome to the Dr. Carl Show here on Baystart TV. I'll be talking to a friend who is in New York. He's a Jamaican by blood. So I'll be talking to my brother Cliff, who is in New York. Cliff, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Dr. Carl? Thanks for having me. Good to see you again, my brother.
Yes, sir. I'm doing so great. You're an artist. You are a CEO. But the point is that we just want to get to know you more. You from Jamaica, based in the US, but then take us back in the day when you were born. How was it growing up in Jamaica?
Well, when I was born, I don't have no memory of that time, but it was in '83, in the summertime. All I heard, my mom was on a trip to the countryside in St. Catherine, and while on that trip, I couldn't wait to get out, so here I come in the summer. Mind you, we are all the way from Kingston. She's from Kingston. She grew up in Kingston, a place, West Kingston, Western Kingston, Tivoli Gardens. So she, with some family members, they went to the countryside in St. Catherine, and they were in an area close by Linstead. So that's when I came in Linstead area, Linstead, St. Catherine. But they're originally from St. Catherine, but it was staying in Kingston. So when I was born, we moved back to Kingston, where I stayed with my grandmother for a period of time in Tivoli Gardens, a place called Bread Lane. And then I will go later years to Seaview Garden, where my dad had a property, which he acquired while working for the Jamaica government as a police officer, then retired and became a correctional officer.
Growing up in Jamaica, how was it like? Because from where we come from, coming from Ghana, when we are watching especially music videos from Jamaica, we see so many similarities between Ghana and Jamaica. How was it for you growing up in Jamaica?
Growing up in Jamaica, so we don't want what you want me to go to a direct time span, like since what, 3? Because I can remember all the way till 3 years old. So you want me to go from teenage, adolescent, or whatever you don't like know about.
Growing up, like you just growing up as a child. Growing up as a child in Jamaica, how was it?
All right, as a child, as far as I can remember, memory serve me correct, 3 years old, I was downtown, West Kingston, same way, place called Bread Lane. And I was most of the time with my grandmother. It was fun, because you had other kids there, It was a tenement yard setting where there was rooms on the right and the left going up. So it would be like 6 apartments on the left and 6 on the, or maybe 4 on the right, or 3, depending on the size of the line and the way they cut the property. You had like 4 on one side, and it was a bunch of kids. You used to have a line to use the bathroom, to take a shower, anything sort like that, or do laundry. And you had the dogs and the pigeons at the back, so then we'd have the animals on there. And then you have a mini area with a little garden. So all in this little tenement setting, probably less than a quarter of an acre property. Everything within the one setting. You have the dwelling, the restroom area, and the kitchen area to the front where everybody had to share. And then the back, you had a little bit of area for livestock. So they had pigeons, some people had chickens. And then you had garden with banana, some people had tomato, some people had callaloo, the greens. So, and then in the 80s, there was a lot of politics, Politics just started dawning on people to a certain extent. So then there's a whole lot of gunfire, and war and strife, and man a fight for turf, and them a fight for politician, for the vote, for the area and things. So the whole of that we experienced. We experienced the innocence as child, as children, but at the same time, the surrounding, it was kind of, in a sense, devastated in a way, but we get over it fast and we adapt, because we never had no choice. You have to just go with whatever life give you, give you some sour lime, you just squeeze them with some sugar and ice, and we call it one now. Something with them lemonade.
At what point in life did you fall in love with music? Yes, we know. I was talking to some people and they told me, look, every black person, wherever you put them, they love music. So at what age did you fall in love with music? Because now you're an artist and you are in the creative industry. But then when did you fall in love with music?
Well, music is an expression of life, itself, Music is a form of communication. And music is a way, to deliver, message worldwide, globally. Like telepathy, you can do one side and the next man over the other side. And you sit down and conjure in and lock in and you can deliver the message without actually calling him on a device. Because back in the days, the elders them use it, without cable connection. So anyway, music for me is everything, because growing up as a youngin, all we could hear is like my old man, my dad, the late great C.W. Clifford. He would play Percy Sledge, cover me, and take time to know, girl. All them type of things, and it used to stuck in my head, and it resonate with me because it showed me a side to my father when me couldn't experience on a certain degree, because my dad was a very passionate person, So that's a way of him showing him affection even to my mother sometime around the house, during the day or upon a weekend or on a Sunday doing chores. He would have sing and like serenade my mom, So we grew up hearing that type of thing, then you come around and hear the Boy George, Come a Chameleon and all them things, and the Madonna them and Michael Jackson and then Bojo and then Assassin and Bounty Killer just live Bounty Killer live like 2 roads, 1 lane across, and Elephant Man live 1 lane, like 8 houses up from me, and then Shabarang's 1 house from Elephant Man, so that'll be 7 houses from me, and then you have Dexter Daps nowhere. One of the most popular singer these days, one of the most, the biggest singer in the dance hall right now. 1 road, 2 roads around, so the whole of my area, my neighborhood we grew up is just music. Everything is music, and for me, I was on a choir in church, and then I was on the school singing group in primary school, Seaview Garden Primary, the area I later moved to when I moved from Tivoli Garden. So everywhere I turn, it wasn't fair. It's not a sense I say I fall in love with music, but it's more like I was destined to be around music or do music. You understand what I'm saying? Because everything I do, I used to just sit around as a kid. And in my spare time, I never had much toys, and I never had a bicycle and stuff like that. So I would just make beats. Boom, 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 boom. I just make beats and I would just sing a whole bunch of crap. And people just say, yeah, you must sing garbage, That was me ever since. So to answer the question, it's not saying, yes, I love for the music, but I didn't fall in love in that sense. It's more, it's just in me,
At what point did you start going to the studios to record music?
Let me stand corrected on that one. I am not a recording artist. You understand? I am not a performer professionally per se. I am a producer. I own a record label, 24/7 Entertainment, which is a conglomerate with also deal with films, screenwriting, set dressing, location scouting, the whole works. I own a record label which I deal with production. I arrange beats and lyrics. I write lyrics, but I'm not a performer per se. So recording is just recently, since 2020, 21, I started recording. But I am a songwriter and a producer. I arrange beats. You understand? So going to studio for me, I started going to studio through construction. Me and a close friend of mine, which is like a brother, Frederick Ellis, aka Tiki, better known as Tiki, He's a general contractor. So he took me under his wing and started bringing me around doing construction with another guy, Brendan Doyle, which is Neil, which is the owner of the firm, Neil's Plumbing, that we work for at the time. So while working for Neil Plumbing through my close friend, vouched for me as an apprentice, I went on within a month become a project manager. So while being a project manager, they would put me on random projects all over the city, Kingston. And I would manage those projects, do pay bill, material list, inventory. I'll make sure so everybody check work, make sure so the quality of the work is up to standard. So whilst there, we got a connection to a good friend of Neil, who gave him the contract to introduced him to Donovan Jeremian, which is the owner of Penthouse Records, which was then relocating Penthouse Records from Slipe Road, original location where Shocking Vibe Studio was in Crossroad, to Ballerton Avenue in Halfway Tree. So that's when we went on that contract, and we went on an empty lot and we built a studio from ground up. Me, Frederick Ellis, and Brendan Doyle, and a few other guys from my era, Seaview Garden, which I vouched for so they could come and work also as apprentices. Some of them were skilled tradesmen. So I started going to studio since there. Like I worked on Penthouse Studio, then I worked on Barrington Levy's studio. I worked on Mr. Burrell, a guy called Fatis Burrell. I think he was Cesar Kalanji's manager. He passed away. And then I worked on Jimmy Riley's place. I worked on Barrington Levy's studio in Clarendon up in the hills there. I think Manchester. And we worked on a guy which is close friends with Twins of Twins, which is Peter and Paul. And we kept doing projects like that. So, and then the final project was the final project in the same time span was Butch Banton's studio, Gargamel studio, Carlisle, and Duali Studios, which is Lenky Studio in Orange Grove. So that's where I got injured, terrible injury. So that's when I decided I ain't doing construction no more. We need to find a different profession. So I started exploring more with the music. So I assembled a sound system, and then started doing DJing and stuff, playing at parties, weddings, baby showers, barbecue, So that's when I started embarking on a journey into music. I didn't do much, but I quietly do little stuff here and there,
So how is the record label going now?
Well, the record label is doing pretty good, as far as an independent label is concerned, because I do everything mainly by myself with investment from my wife and close associates. I construct and arrange beats and acquire artists to perform on those beats, which most of those artists require, studio time and a deposit for mixing and mastering and, vocal arrangement like background vocals and harmonization and ad-libs. So, instrumentals, all that costs money. So, with 100, and I would then take some pictures of the landscape and, a little video here and there, like stock footage. And then, I do housework and I liaise and I network with different people all over, because I do farming also. So I have to network with I have to, communicate with my brother on the phone about the farm and the crop and how everything is going. And I'm also into construction, where I'm a contractor. Me and my brother and I, we own a construction firm. So then we have to be out there trying to scout for jobs and bid for jobs. And then he also has jobs he's doing in Jamaica while I'm in America. So he runs the weekly stuff by me and I give advice. You understand? So I'm almost always doing something.
So you don't have special time for maybe going around playing basketball or doing something else, maybe hanging around with your friends or something else.
No,
every time is busy time for you.
Yeah, we not do that hang out something there. If anything where people around we is either for work or it's family related, or may I give some advice, some form of positive advice towards something, or I'm lending a helping hand to something, some good cause. We not do hang out something with people and too much different type of energy and low vibration thing. You know what I mean? We always try to do something constructive. As my mother and my father tell me, try to do something constructive. My mother would say, make you while the sunshine. And my father would say, try always find something interesting and get yourself involved in it. So I always try to find some little avenue. Just like me meet you now, Dr. Carl, and you tell me about all your programs and stuff, and I'm willing to jump on board. I will make time for things like that. I always have time for family, don't get me wrong. But while I'm with family, I always still have some form of work going on while I'm with family. Because I could be chilling with my kids and they'll be doing their own little program, but I'm there still, paying attention to them while I'm multitasking, doing some form of editing or something, or putting together an idea that came to me while I dove off in the pool of dreams, while resting, So, always into something, no matter what. It could be designing a t-shirt or a short or some boxes or flip-flops, anything. Designing, that's us. Painting, that's us. Music, film, farming, food, culinary, anything to do with food, fixing food a certain type of way, so it appealing to the eye and also good to digest, health, that are we. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anything to do with the environment, like my project I'm working on right now to clean up my little area, small area down there in Seaview Gardens, just clean the whole waterfront and the swamp side, rid it of all the plastic and the pollution, and see if we could clamp down on the pollution and people littering the surrounding and the environment. Because you have to understand, we get oxygen from the ocean, and then with the oxygen in turn CO2, and it come up through the root, through the earth, to the plants, and then give we food. So if we open our eyes and start becoming a servant of the environment, because we are all here for one purpose, and it's to service the environment, the ecosystem, the whole cosmos. The cosmos look out for us, the universe look out for us, and we in turn look out for the universe. We play our part, So if it wasn't for us here, it would be mostly woodland and forest. But we are here. We are helping ourselves off of the environment at the same time, the earth, but yet at the same time we're destroying the earth. So me always, any spare time, always try to find a way or come up with another solution, or try to pool some people or some type of funding together to do something in regards to like helping the environment. That's why back in the days I became a member of the Red Cross, and I want to also join other organizations that's doing universal effort to bend that helping and around the world and gain awareness for the environment, and for the betterment of the youth, like any race, any kids that like a certain skill or have a certain profession, we can pool some funds together and help finance the effort so they could go to the facilities they need to know better the craft they have, or explore more, expand more on the talent and become, because we are all here to create an impact, whether people believe it or not. We are all here to create an impact. We all serve a purpose. From the garbage man, if it wasn't for the garbage man, the whole place would be polluted. We all over. And if it wasn't for the toilet man, every toilet would be backed up with sewage. And if it wasn't for the kitchen man, they wouldn't no plate, wouldn't wash no food, wouldn't cook, so you could go to a 5-star restaurant. And it wasn't for the teacher man, nobody wouldn't learn nothing. And if it wasn't for the pastor man, nobody wouldn't have look at spiritual guidance. And the priest and the Rasta man them deal with the herbs and the natural elements them from the earth for the nourishment. That are the Rasta man them. And then the natural cannabis now what we have for medicine and for the meditation and the healing. You understand? So everything play a part in the universe. Is we play our part and just come together as one and look out for each other and love each other as ourselves, because when you get an injury, or you feel pain, at the same thing you think about, painkiller or the pharmacy. And when you need blood, when you go to the hospital, them not look on your race and say, oh, him black or him Asian or him Korean or him African. Them go after your blood type. So we all one. It no matter what part you line up under the face of the sun, we all one. So
yeah. Cliff, it's been wonderful talking to you. Any message you want to leave for our viewers here on Baystar TV?
Well, Baystar TV, well, we would love to leave for the viewers, and on a final note, as far as closing off the interview, thanks for having me so far, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be on you guys' program, and we hope to come back again, because it's a cool vibe. I like it. I like the feeling. Think like this, I feel good, because really, me is a man of one of them vert thing, what them call it, intro or whatever. Me is more one of them vert person. They want to really go out like that and communicate too much and socialize too much. But I love people, in general. I love people first. Like in a school, me used to always be the one to make sure so everybody peaceful and live together. I always want the people to do good. You know what I mean? I always like people look good. Even if me no look good, and the thing now, I'm happy for them. You know? So me love people. So it's good to be on a program like this, and it's good to share my story and share my views. That's everything is just merely my opinion, you know, and my journey, some of the things. So nobody don't have to take nothing with me say personal or really feel offended by nothing with me say. You have your own made up and you have your own 24-hour. Live within your means or whatever. But me just I say, live for others, you know? Just like yourself. Do unto another man, just like another man do unto you.
Yeah.
Take care of the environment. Look out for the people around you. Sometimes stop and talk to somebody, you know? Because you never know what they go through. Lend a helping hand, you know? Even if you feel like you don't have it, you can't afford it. Lend a helping hand. Right?
Yeah.
Look out for your brother no matter what the color of the skin. You understand?
Yeah.
Honor your mother and your father. If you still have them, your days will always be long. Kids, stay away from drugs and alcohol. No good. If you do drink something, have some wine, you know, and try to get some recreational thing and, you know, do things moderately. You know where I go sneak. You kids are going to sneak off and do little things and avoid the gang thing and, you know,
Yeah.
and not yield to peer pressure. If you know you're not supposed to be somewhere, don't go there. And if you know your mother is not going to be pleasing to your mother and your father, you know you put yourself in danger, avoid that at all costs. Because you're all here for a reason. You have to protect your life. The Bible says, the Lord help those who help themselves. And with that said and done, pray. Have faith and believe. Nothing happen the same day. You understand? Some people days today, some people days tomorrow, some people days are 10 years later. You will get your chance to shine. You will get your chance to live within your wildest dreams. Just try to stay positive. Elevate your vibration. Meditate. Drink water. Eat good. Live good with people. Pray. Believe in the Almighty. Trust the universe. Everything will work out. One love. One perfect peace. And seek God. Know your roots. Respect your elders. You know what I mean? I know.
How can people follow you on social media?
Well, social media is a tricky thing, you know. Well, I'm currently, most of my social media platform under construction. So I'm going to set up a Twitter and a Instagram and all them other little tickety tack and the little whatever little other else thing. But YouTube channel, everything under construction because I'm doing a professional reconstruction where everything is being set up professionally due to the profession and the promoting the music and all of that. Everything is under construction right now. It's currently in the PR department with the tech with the tech and everybody doing their job and now I'm supposed to go do a bunch of, you know, interview and public relations stuff and photo shoot because everything is being done professionally according to my agent. You know what I mean? So
okay. Cliff, thank you so much.
You could probably log on to my website and my email is there, everything and phone numbers. Reach out to me there if you need somebody to talk to or if you need advice on anything to do with business, commerce or family, relationship. You can reach out to me on my website 247/entertainment.com. That's 247/entertainment.com. My email is there, my phone number. You can reach out to me if you want to talk to somebody, anything you're going through. It could be a lowest low, your ISI, and you try to go to the next point, reach out to me, and let there be love, you know?
Okay.
One perfect love, so I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm here for you and all, anybody, anywhere you are. It could be in Ghana, it could be in Nigeria, you could be over in Ethiopia, Mozambique, Samoa, wherever you are in Africa, anywhere in the island, can reach out to me anytime, no matter what time. What's your time frame around the world? Reach out to me. We can talk. We can even meet. I could come to me, and we can bounce ideas off each other, and we can come up with a project together and make something magical, you know? So,
all right. Yeah. So, Cliff, thank you so much for your time. And we'll be doing more of this, and so we want our viewers to, sit back and just, be a part of the Baystart TV family.
Yes. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure and honor for being on the program. It's such a humbling experience, and We appreciate it, Dr. Carl. Love you, my brother, you know, and Jah guide. And one perfect love, you know, and have a blessed day, rest of your week, and wish you all the universe richest blessings, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, man, much love, you know.
Thank you so much.
Love.
All right.